Hello, we are live as it shows, and I forgot to announce it on Twitter as I said I would be doing. So let's go for that. Can I do two things at the same time? I don't think so. So let's take one step at a time. We are back live. Looking at Twitch TV, start with some cleaning up after having merged. And then move on to running some my newly fixed patch on my local fuzzers, doing some follow-up optimization on that patch. Suricata force. That's it. Okay, since I did that, it's my fault only. Okay, so as I promised I would do, it's been 2 minutes already. Oh well. I am Juliana. In case you are new here, I am a software developer writing patches, documentation, and helping mentor outreach interns at the Open Information Security Foundation with mostly the Suricata information security tool, but also with its QA tools and whatever is needed of me. Suricata is, I don't know if I mentioned it, so I'll have to say it again, is an open source network security / monitoring tool. In case you don't know it yet, go check. It's available for Linux, Mac, Windows, and I find it pretty cool because it's used for, it can be used at home. You can embed it in things like a Raspberry Pi, or you can have it running in the cloud. AWS offers that option, so there are many possibilities. And today we are going to start with some cleaning up. What is the recommended process once you have a pull request merged with Suricata? What should we do after that happens? This is one of the things that are on our guidelines, our contribution guidelines. So that's why I decided that I would do that live, but also because I have to, and I love that moment when I have things to clean. So because it means that something was wrapped up, that something was accomplished, and I still feel quite happy about that. So for starters, when I opened my GitHub, I saw that I have that, what do I want to say? I saw that Victor has pushed new things to master, both in suricata and suricata-verify. So when that happens, I usually update everything, and I don't know what would be the best way of doing that, but that's just how I do it. Whoa, see, this is what it took me so long to have that happen. But here it is. We have moved our dev guide as a chapter of our user guide. We wanted to do that for it to have more exposure. Now you can find our dev guide. If you go to our reader docs, you will have it here. And we have a lot to expand on the area. Probably when we do that, as I was mentioning, I'm not sure if it was this week or the past week, we'll probably have to change this structure, maybe have it as a sub-product in Read the Docs, but right now here it is. And it took us way longer than expected to have it as a chapter because of some details when it came to, how can I show this? When we go to app layer and our transactions, we have some examples that are images, and the way we would like to have those was that they were generated by a script. This still happens. It's based on the MSC gen that we will read that script and generate the images. But when we wanted to integrate that with Sphinx and auto tools, it turned out to be way more complicated than one could have foreseen, I guess. And it took quite a while. We could not have it. We wanted to call the script to generate the images as we built the package, but although that worked, when we had that in the dist check, which is a command that is run to make sure that when you prepare a package, yes, for distribution, your PPA and things like that, everything is fine. That command would fail because it would not be able to invoke the bash. Python would not be able to invoke the Python script from the right path. I think that was the issue. Then we tried a few more things because we wanted to at least make sure that the images that I just showed were up to date with the script, so that we did not have someone changing the images manually or changing things and not updating, or not or changing the script and not rerunning the images, that thing. But we could not do that via GitHub Actions, because when you submit a pull request, all the timestamps for files are basically the same, and therefore we couldn't compare which file was newer or older. And there could be some magic done on that area, but it would not be exactly through GitHub Actions. So we decided that we would not be touching that for now. And we would have the watermark, which is also some sort of hack to tell folks that if you want to update this is not done manually, and they should look for that. And we updated our README, and that's what we could do by now. But yeah, it looks simple, but it was not, at least not for me. But anyways, I'm happy it's done. And as I said, I'm just updating things. Do the same thing with suricata-verify. And then I'll proceed to delete branches and delete branches on my GitHub and locally, just to have things a bit less cluttered and to celebrate. All right, so this part is done. Let's go back to suricata. I think I'll have to remove some work tree. Let's see. We have the dev guide. I don't want to remove that work tree. I guess I could. What do I have? Script testing. That's. I don't even know what that is. Oh, I think that's for when we are trying to create a new app layer protocol. Sounds like that. This then fuzzing is on fuzzing readme. All right, I'll just delete that one, that other one. Okay, so I have to delete this work tree just so I can delete this branch. Let's go there and see what do we have here. That isn't tracked because we just changed things, so it doesn't exist any longer. Yeah, there's nothing there, I think. Okay. I'm scared, but I think that's just I'll confirm, but things are looking fine in read the docs, so it should be all right, and I'm just scared. Extending app layer, diagrams, everything is here, no worries. I can probably adjust things later on in terms of where the images go and where, because we have those now. But yeah, well, that's something else. Back here. Oh, right, yeah, of course. Here? Scary. All right, so that one is done. Now I can remove docs, dev into user guide v6, which got merged, v5, v4, v3, oops, v3, v2, v1. I don't think we have a v0. Nope. All right. Local branches have been deleted. I still have quite a few, but less now. This was me trying to fix something. I think that one can go. I can also delete the, what is it? Docs dev into user guide to discard. The name says it all. Dev guide. This check picks up. Do I have that as a pull request? I don't think so. I don't, so it should be fine to delete this one. All right. Good moment of getting rid of things. So many. And so these I couldn't, not yet. Probably because, well, it's not totally merged yet, so I don't feel like it's not finished. That's what I meant. Another thing we have to do is go to our redmine, then find the specific ticket. I think it's okay, I don't have any private issues, so it's okay to share this. Status tracker, documentation, dev guide. This, where is it? I don't have. I'm not being smart. It has been closed because it was merged. Why do I do things like that? I have it here. And here I have the ticket. This is much easier. Here, I'll just mention that it was merged. Copy this link. Excuse me. Now we mentioned that it has been merged, so we can close it. We do this. There, pretty finished. Took forever, but it's done. Makes me happy. No need for this. Now the last thing that I'm missing with regards to that would be deleting the branches from here. And I prefer doing this like that because it's easier to visualize things. More of my branches. This was merged. This is gone. Ta-da. Done. 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 Cool. Do I have anything else related to that? Nope. So that's it. This is the process of cleaning up the house once we have had a pull request merged. What should we do? We go to the redmine ticket, inform in which branch it was merged. Then we proceed to remove our branches on GitHub, and then local branches. Well, local branches is up to you, but it makes things cleaner and it's easier to wrap your head around the work you have to do if you do that. So that's my happy process. Currently, I think this is only on our redmine. I'm not sure it's already on the reader docs. We have this. That will be changed because this is what is going to the reader docs. Let's see. Merged. Clean up. Congrats, your change has been merged into the main repository. Let's clean up. You can now delete your branches both locally and at GitHub. Update ticket. You can now put the URL of the merged pull request in the redmine ticket. Next, mark the ticket as closed or resolved. So it's all here, and we don't always check all that information, or we check and forget, and sometimes we are just busy with other things, but we don't realize we should also pay attention to that, but it's also important. And this part is not very clear to me if I should, for instance, use this one or where it got merged. So this is still a bit confusing. Probably this one. One thing I would do to make sure of that is check other tickets and see how folks did it. But yeah, now that I have that, I want to move on to updating all those things in the user guide, well, the developer's guide, so we will have that information. Read the docs, and it's everything in one place, more organized. I'm happy, and I'll be changing that ASAP, hopefully. Yeah, that's it. I think what should be done now? Should I move on to I'll finish this one just to have things organized, and then I'll start another one with the next topic. Yes, I try not to be too chaotic sometimes. So see you in a few.